Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Are you ready to meet this new cashback card? Because I certainly am. Today, we are going to give my first impressions and a rundown of this new active cash card coming out from Wells Fargo later next month. The summer's heating up. Credit card competition definitely looks to be heating up. And I'll give you a quick rundown of all the features of this card and why this is a good thing or not for the overall credit card community. If you're new around here, get subscribed. If you think this video is useful, hit that like button. Let's get into it. So are you ready to meet the new active cash card from Wells Fargo? It's offering a 2% unlimited cash rewards on all purchases and comes with a nice little $200 bonus if you spend $1,000 in the first 3 months. They're also promising a low 0% APR for your first 15 months on qualifying purchases and balance transfers, and you will be converted to the normal very high APR after that intro period. Friendly reminder to always pay off your credit cards in full on time every month to avoid paying those insane interest rate, and we are going to touch upon that just a little bit later on in this video. Now, other perks that this card will come with is the cell phone protection that seems to be offered across Wells Fargo's lineup now. They seem to have really popularized this perk, beginning back with their Propel cards, their signature cards a couple years ago, but now this is also added onto this card. Pretty much if you pay your cell phone bill with this credit card, it will cover your cell phone protection for things such as damage, theft. I do have a video outlining all of the different details, benefits, exclusions, limits to this perk in my in-depth credit card perks review guide. So go on over, give that video a look, but it does come with that great feature found on most Wells Fargo cards, but other than that, the initial press release doesn't actually have too many details on other perks. I did see somewhere else it will have a 3% foreign transaction fee, so if you do a lot of international travel, you might want to consider that. It is noted that this card is going to be a Visa signature card, it appears, and we can look at some of the other Wells Fargo cards. In that signature space, the Wells Fargo Visa signature card, aptly named, it comes with the cell phone protection, purchase security. Pretty much if something happens to a new item you buy, you can get reimbursed for it. Price protection as well, which you don't really find on a lot of cards. This was a little bit popular a few years ago, but a lot of cardholders have actually removed this perk from their cards, so their Visa signature card still has that, and it also has the extended warranty. So we're not 100% sure what exactly will transfer over to this new active cash card. And it is kind of weird when looking at credit cards because although it is a Visa signature branded card, it may not have all of the perks that come with a Visa signature card. If you go on the Visa signature website, it lists out a whole bunch of different things. At the end of the day, it is up to the specific issuer and the bank as to what the specific benefits they want to include. We can look with the Chase Double Cash Rewards card. It's a MasterCard World Elite card, but it has pretty much been stripped bare of most of the MasterCard World Elite benefits. So we're also going to have to look at those extra benefits when this card does come out to get a sense of how it stacks up with other cards. Talking about other cards now, this is clearly targeted towards the ever-growing popularity of the flat cash back card. So we're looking at the Citi Double Cash Card, right? Obviously, that card kind of has been a household staple for great rewards, no hassle, no fuss, no rotating categories, no complex point redemption schemes, flat 2% on everything, and they have it set up a little bit different. So you get 1% when you buy it, and then another percent, making 2 when you actually pay it off. So there you're not getting actual 2% right off the bat, but I guess they're actually encouraging you to pay off your balance as soon as you can to get that additional 1%. The Wells Fargo card, you do get it 2% right after all your purchases, net purchases. So if you have any refunds, that won't get factored into the equation, but comparing it to those cards and also the new Fidelity cashback card giving you 2% back. So a lot of new players in this space where before, other than the Citi card, flat cash back, maybe 1.5% would be the more premium tier. There are probably hundreds of cards out there that will give you 1%. That's like the bare minimum for a credit card. So it looks like Wells Fargo is trying to come out and be competitive in that space, but it's to be noted, we're talking about the extra benefits here. I think that's a really important distinction, that when looking at two credit cards or choosing between two options will really give the edge to one or the other. Because, for example, the Citi Double Cash Card, it is, as I mentioned, a MasterCard World Elite card, but a couple years ago they removed most of the benefits, things such as the travel protections, the extended warranties, the price matching. They got rid of all of that. Could be due to cost savings or other things, but other MasterCard World Elite cards still have those benefits. So it's going to be interesting to see what else this Wells Fargo Active Cash Card comes with. We're going to put those head to head when they come out. You're going to want to get subscribed for that video. But at least the Wells Fargo card now is coming out with that cell phone protection. I'm thinking if they didn't mention any other things on their press release, I don't think it's going to come with any substantial perks or extra benefits. It might have the extended warranties, purchase protections that the Wells Fargo Visa Signature card does, but that card I think sits on top of the Wells Fargo lineup. I think this Active Cash Card might sit maybe somewhere in the middle of their lineup, and it might not be their most premium tier card. This card, what it's not, we're going to start with that, is it's not a premium travel rewards card. If you're looking for a travel card in particular, now things are opening back up. Maybe you held off a little bit on getting a travel rewards card. It's still going to look towards the Capital Ones, the Chases, the American Expresses of the world for their no annual fee. We're looking at the intro-level premium travel cards. Those you can get anywhere from 3 to 5 times back on your travel entertainment purchases, and also may come with a no foreign transaction fee. So those are totally going to blow this Active Cash Card out of the water. But where this card stands out though is that no strings attached, no frills, 2% daily cash back on everything. It's a simple card for general everyday use, and I think it will appeal to a wide variety of customers because you don't have to think about it, right? If you go in and look at something like the Chase Sapphire or the Chase Freedom Flex, there are just so many things in there that if you don't really know what you're looking for, you're not going to maximize the potential or make use of all the different perks. That's just the way it is. People don't really teach you these things, right? It's thanks to people on YouTube or watching YouTube videos, reading articles, those credit card enthusiasts that actually know like all the little tidbits of the details. But for the average consumer, I think just knowing that your card will give you 2% no matter what, you don't have to worry about selecting a rotating category every month. You don't have to worry about like limits, like maybe it's 5% but up to the first $500 spent. Maybe it's only on like dining, travel, entertainment, but then dining is like restaurants, maybe something's not included, some things are. It's just really complicated. So a flat cash back, a great way to try to expand the lineup. And talking about the Wells Fargo lineup in general, they're not known for having the most premium, the best credit card lineup out there. Although they are a pretty large US bank, they've never been too strong in the credit card space. And it seems like Wells Fargo is really making a push to bolster that credit card line. You know, we see articles talking about them bringing in new talent, bringing in new executives to lead their retail banking, their credit card, consumer loyalty divisions. And I don't think it's a surprise. I don't think it takes poaching an executive to tell you that Wells Fargo has had some problems competing in the credit card space. You could probably ask any YouTuber or person that makes videos about credit cards that yes, there are a lot better options. When people say, if someone were to ask me, just name, the best credit card out there off the top of your head, I'm immediately going to the Chase, the Amexes of the world. Wells Fargo, not so much. I will note that Wells Fargo did have some pretty good hidden gems in there. The Amex Propel card, a very good, no annual fee, travel-based credit card that kind of flew under the radar for a while. Unfortunately, it seems like Wells Fargo has discontinued or temporarily paused that card. It no longer shows up on their website and you can no longer apply for that card. Unfortunate, but it just may be another thing that they're doing in the shaking up of the lineup, we see that that card was an Amex card while the rest of their card lineup was with Visa. So maybe this is a more dedicated switch over to the Visa lines. The new credit cards don't stop with this. Now, this video is mostly about the active cash, but Wells Fargo is also introducing a new co-branded Hotels.com credit card, another Visa card. So I think it could be a push towards streamlining their lineup, and that Amex card unfortunately had to go. Now I'm interested to see what happens with that card because it was a very good card and I would be sad to see it. But if Wells Fargo is trying to be more competitive on the rest of their lineup, that just may be the trade-off we have to get. Now this Hotels.com card obviously going to be more travel oriented. We're going to see the more details of it when it's fully released. But now in the Wells Fargo lineup, they have a couple cards out there. With this one, the active cash one, I think going to be the most compelling for most people. The one key differentiator I talked about before are those extra benefits. I think especially on this tier, no annual fee cards, it's going to be important to look at what extra benefits they come with. The extended warranties, the cell phone protections, small travel reimbursement. I was looking just the other day, I was just looking into the benefits of their normal platinum card, just the basic card. I think you get 1% rewards, very basic, but in there, it actually came with that cell phone protection. It came with some travel insurance, and it also came with car rental collision coverage. Now, although it was a secondary coverage, it would actually pay the deductible amount of your primary insurance. So that was pretty interesting, where most other cards in this territory, even something like the Chase Sapphire, was excess. So I don't think those cards would even cover the deductible. Now, once again, look into those policy details, but I digress. We're sidetracking here, talking about the Wells Fargo lineup. Now, why is this good? Ultimately, competition here in this space, I think, can only help consumers. We think about an alternate reality where the credit card space is dominated by 1-2 major banks. Whatever they give you is whatever you have to take. If they're going to give you credit cards with a 0.5% cashback rate, and that's everything that's out there, then you really can't do much. And I do think these larger national banks are better positioned to offer you a better lineup of credit cards because it is a numbers game, right? The smaller credit union or local or regional banks might not have the capacity to give out those excellent rewards if all of their customers are using it and not paying any fees, interest associated with it. They're going to lose money. But these larger banks, you have millions and millions of customers, and even if a small percentage of people are absolutely maxing out these credit cards, getting the best benefits, there is still going to be a significant portion of people that are not using all the benefits, are paying that interest, and that's what's bringing these banks money. It is a money game. These banks are driven by profits, but when there is competition, you see here, they are actually incentivized to look at their lineup, Wells Fargo in this case, say, we really haven't been doing anything with our credit cards the past couple of years. We want to be more competitive, to steal some customers maybe from the Chases, the Amexes of the world, to make our offerings more attractive. Even with this introduction, I think there are still more attractive cards out there, especially if you're looking towards more niche cards, maybe rewards oriented or travel oriented. We're still going to look to Chase and Amex for those, but I think competition is good at the end of the day. And we see even with other news around that, Amazon is reaching out and Chase might actually lose their Amazon co-branded Amazon store card, offering the 5% back on Amazon Prime purchases. It's good to see a lot of banks getting into the mix of things, seeing things getting shaken up, because honestly, if we're only talking about Chase and Amex at the top of the premium credit card lineup, they're not going to be really incentivized to make any changes until other people come around and start introducing cards that will be a threat to them. Because if I see Wells Fargo coming out with this new insane card, maybe I don't use my Chase card anymore. Maybe I don't use my Amex card anymore. And that's going to cause Chase and Amex to react to get more competitive. But I do want to give props to them for kind of popularizing the whole notion of credit cards. And you can actually earn and make money from them if you know how to use it, you know what the benefits are. It's actually a great value. So to sum things up, I'm excited to see this card come out from Wells Fargo. I'm excited to see Wells Fargo making an effort to revamp their credit card lineup. but we still have to wait until this card's officially released to see more of the details. We might do a greater rundown and comparison there. It's an exciting time to talk about consumer finance and credit cards, especially since if things are opening up again, it seems like banks are loosening their credit restrictions, trying to capture more consumers as hopefully, demand increases for these credit cards, for traveling, for spending as we get out of lockdown. So it's going to be a really interesting last half of this year but we are still waiting for Wells Fargo. Maybe a couple years down the road, they're going to come out with that premium $500 annual fee, top tier rewards cards. Hold my breath on that one. But hey, that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments on this video, on the card, what's your take on Wells Fargo's new lineup? Let me know down in the comment section below. Love to talk with you guys there. But once again, get subscribed if you're not already. Would really appreciate the support, and like the video if you thought it was helpful. Thanks for watching. Peace.